Well, congratulations going out to our top three finishers. Coming up next will be part of the Dunleavy's Gamblers Challenge. And this, of course, waiting for Linda to hand me over the paperwork so I can pass the rest of the information along for our two headlining divisions tonight. The SK Modified contingency partners for tonight's program include the following: Mayberry Material Handling, $150 to the winner. New England Race Cars, $150. TickMike.com, $150 to first place. Manly Performance Products, $100 for second. And third place from North American Motor Cars, $100. And then, of course, the top three highest finishing rookies from New England Racing Fuel Sunoco receiving those $25 gas certificates. Now, I have, as part of this, and the money continues to grow, but I've seemed to have misplaced Linda. I'm not sure where she is, but in a few short moments I'll be able to bring you up to date because we have been able to bring up some very impressive money. As Kyle Rickey had pointed out earlier, 23 cars in the SK Modified division all contribute as part of the Gamblers Challenge, $4,300. That's $4,300. And in addition to that
is the fan bonus.
And my good buddy over here next to me is trying to get a hold of the paperwork for me.
There's going to be a chip draw in Victory Lane, part of the Gamblers Challenge, as you mentioned. Every driver in the field put $100 in, or at least 23 of them put $100 in. Doug Dunleavy matched it to within $2,000. That gets us to $4,300.
That is correct.
Plus the fan bonus, and a chip will be drawn in Victory Lane. There are 5 chips in the hat. It'll either be the winner, second, third, 7th, or 11th, because Doug likes those numbers, 7 and 11, along with the podium. One of those drivers will go home with the money if they participated, and 23 of the drivers have.
I am going to mention some of the individuals that have made a contribution as part of this. And
are you ready?
Cars roll out onto the Speedway for the SK Modifieds in their 40-lap feature event. We have more announcements concerning the Fan Challenge. We'll get to that in a moment. But first, 26 cars on the grid, and here's the starting lineup on the pole. Car number 31 from Avon, Connecticut, Mid-State Site Development, the pole sitter, Noah Corner.
Then we go to the Missouri Motorsports Machine. Out of Chatham, Massachusetts, car number 67 for Doug Meservey Jr.
Third starter, car number 68 from North Haven, Connecticut, Wheeler's Auto Service. This car is sponsored from Marcello Refrano.
The Spirit of America, Big Hoss USA Racing Products, number 75. From Stafford Springs, Connecticut, David Arute.
Fifth starter, car number 22, the Horsepower Hill Farm car from Bethlehem, Connecticut. It's Chase Dowling.
TickMike.com brings us a multiple feature event winner, driving the Petty Cash Motorsports car from North Haven, Connecticut, car number 85 for Tyler Hines.
Seventh starter, car number 11 from Plantsville, Connecticut, Hummel Brothers Hot Dogs to bring us Matt Vassar.
Then it is the Newtown Pools Machine, the air gas, sponsor number 21. The current point leader up front from Newtown, Connecticut, it is Stephen Kopsick.
The driver that has won the last 2 points-paying feature events, car number 82 from Wolcott, Connecticut, Eastport Feeds, PT Watts, the sponsorship for Mike Christopher Jr.
Accurite Converters brings us car number 92 for the Sarek Fabrication people, and that, of course, from Munson, Massachusetts, is Daniel Wesson.
Just outside the top 10, inside row 6, car number 16 from Feeding Hills, Massachusetts, Kopech's Truck and Auto Service, the entry for Dylan Kopech.
Outside of that row, driving car number 7, that is the number 7, the Mr. Rooter Plumbing Machine. Vinny Beadle owns the race car from Brantford, Connecticut, JP Jonathan Pulio.
Car number 6 is next from Farmington, Connecticut, in his season debut here at the track, the Island Cove Yacht Sales entry for Corey DiMatteo.
Wheeler's Auto Service brings us car number 88 from Berlin, Connecticut, for Keith Rocco.
And it's car number 83 from Colchester, Connecticut, the Florida Connection to bring us Brian Narducci.
Car number 35 is up next. That, of course, is the number 35, the Motor Motorsports car from from Shelton, Connecticut for Andrew Moeller.
Going green this time. Second place point man starts 17th from Summers, Connecticut, Todd Owen.
Behind him, Tyler Leary in the number 1. Chase Cook, the number 8. Teddy Hodgson, the 55. Michael Jervis, the 33. Kurt Brainerd, the 96. And we are green and racing here at Stafford. This is the SK start. Scramble for position, mid-pack of cars. Everything got a little bit shaky, but out in front, there's no question about it. As they head down the back straightaway, it is Noah Corner on the inside. Meserve on the outside. 6 cars run in a gaggle as they come off turn number 4. And it is the number 67 that emerges to the front of the field.
It was Matt Vassar that didn't come up to speed, a lap and a half to go, that split the field in 2 packs as they race up the back straightaway, chasing Meserve in car number 67. Corner in second. Here comes David Arute, full head of steam in the outside lane in car number 75 to challenge for that runner-up spot. Tyler Hines, Marcello Refrano side by side for 4th.
There's no question about it. The Spirit America car, David Arute. He's had no luck at all this season. He is like a rocket, moving to the outside, challenging as he works his magic off turn number 4. Back to the stripe they come. Second place is now still it's Noah Corner, but David Arute is digging in hard in the outside lane. Marcello Refrano, the Spirit of Italy, moves into the 4th spot. Here comes Hines. Right behind him, and then Chase Dowling in the Kerrigan. Jean-Guy Poulin Drywell car.
Keith Rocco.
But Stephen Kopsick is marching to the front.
Kopsick's in 4th. Then Tyler Hines. Keith Rocco further back, knifing his way through the field in the outside lane. Gets around Michael Christopher Jr. Side by side now with Chase Dowling. Started 13th. He is now into the top 10 and back just outside of the top 5 in car number 88.
No question about it. Fastest car on the racetrack is Stephen Kopsick. The Newtown Pools machine is up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's setting in the 6th spot. Here comes Keith Rocco. Rocco said, I had enough time. I thought about my mistakes and I fixed them. I've got a car that can win tonight. And it looks like possibly that is a true factor. Back up front, leader of the pack, Meserve, in his rookie season here at Stafford. In a Todd Owen Chassis Pro race car up front. Side-by-side battle, David Arute in that 3rd spot. And here comes Marcello Refrano.
And Keith Rocco rolling that outside lane to the outside of Stephen Kopsick. Marcello Refrano outside as well. He moves around David Arute in a battle for the 3rd spot. They come off the corner. Meserve still leads car number 67 with Corner there in 2nd in car number 31.
There's no question about it. Tyler Hines also moves into the top 5 now. Stephen Kopsick trying to dig hard to the bottom, and then all of a sudden Keith Rocco making some noise in the outside lane. 3 wide, they come off the turn, and it's Noah Corner. The cat machine is growling at the front of the field. Meanwhile, up to the 2nd spot, Marcello Refrano, the pride of Italy, moves to the inside. Marcello Refrano becomes the leader, the 3rd different leader in less than half a lap, Kyle.
Then they're stacked up side by side from 3rd on back. David Arute, along with former race leader Doug Meserve Jr., then Stephen Kopsick to the inside of Tyler Hines. It looks like they may have made a little contact up the back straightaway. Mike Christopher Jr. and Keith Rocco. They are also side by side just outside of the top 5. Great racing from 3rd on back. Marcello Refrano missing a heck of a show behind him in car number 68 as he's the race leader.
While all that has been happening, there is literally a gaggle of cars consisting of about 8 of the top cars contending for the 3rd spot. David Arute is there. Now the Newtown Pools machine, driven by Stephen Kopsick, moves into the 4th spot. Meserve wants the leader back to 5. Here comes Michael Christopher to life with car 82. Remember, he's on a roll. 2 for 2, looking to pull off the hat trick. Tyler Hines is right behind him as Meserve is stuck in the outside lane.
Great racing as here comes Tyler Hines jamming it to the bottom of Meserve in turn number 1. Keith Rocco looking to follow his way through, but that door will close halfway up the backstretch. Here's Kopsick to the inside of David Arute for 3rd as they come off of turn number 4 with 14 laps already complete.
Stephen Kopsick running on rails. Remember, just a week ago, he was standing and turning wrenches with Ryan Preece in the winner's circle at New Hampshire International Speedway for the NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour. Now he's wheeling a steering wheel as he sets a blistering pace in his family-owned race car. Kopsick just clicked off a 19.397. That stacks up to the leader, Marcello Ruffano, with a 19.432. Let's look further back at the bottom of the top 10. And coming forward, it is Keith Rocco with the number 88 car running in 7th. Dowling drops back to 8th. Daniel Wesson up to 9th. And Todd Owen setting in the 10th spot. Now remember, Owen did not have a good qualifying run. That is the reason that it put him out of the handicap.
Owen started 17th, slowly but surely making his way through the field. Moves to the inside of Wesson off of turn number 4. Move him up to position number 9. And now we'll try to chase down Chase Dowling as we have a battle for second in turn 3. Here's Kopsick to the inside of corner to take the runner-up spot away. And he'll do it with ease by the time they get back to the front straightaway.
There's no question about it. It is Noah Corner who puts the front bumper of his car to the back bumper of Stephen Kopsick. That's a TA Racing engines underneath the hood of the Stephen Kopsick car, and it is a rocket. Meanwhile, Marcello Ruffano out in front and literally trying to pull away. Last time by, .461. The separation between first and second. Things are starting to settle in now. Michael Christopher is coming to life back in the 5th spot. He's trying to challenge David Arute in the Spirit America 75 car.
Halfway home, 20 down, 20 to go for Marcello Ruffano, the race leader. The gap is shrinking and shrinking in a hurry. Here comes Stephen Kopsick into the 2nd spot and onto the back bumper of Ruffano. Corner losing a bit of ground in 3rd. Then that battle for 4th with Mike Christopher Jr. and David Arute as they come back to the line, battles for the lead.
No question about it. He literally runs in the tire tracks of the leader. Marcello Ruffano once had clear air. Now all of a sudden he's pressured. Here comes Stephen Kopsick. Bold move to the inside. Going. Will it be gone? Off turn number 4, Stephen Kopsick becomes the brand new leader in the Newtown Pools machine.
Leads back to turn number 1, but doesn't get away. Here comes Ruffano back within a car length. Corner still a distant 3rd. Christopher been able to break free in 4th from David Arute, who hangs on to position number 5 as they come down to the stripe with 17 laps to go. Trying to tiptoe away at the point. Not able to get it done is Stephen Kopsick. They'll close in on some slower lap traffic here in the next couple of circuits.
Car number 81, Todd Owen just goes around the Chase Dowling Kerrigan. John G. Poulin, number 22 car. So Owen now has worked his way into the top 9. Back up front, Stephen Kopsick, former champion in the lights. A guy that a lot of people rely on for a lot of knowledge. Him and his buddy Chase Dowling at setting up winning race cars. And now Kopsick starts to string it out, and he's got .258 advantage over Marcello Ruffano in the Jeff Rocco prepared race car. Little further back, Michael Christopher is in the 4th position, but 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, whole different story. Here comes Keith Rocco. Kyle Rocco down underneath Tyler Hines. That's one of his own rental cars. And there's Todd Owen. Owen is getting faster, and he just does one of those moves that swishes off the number 85 car.
As Tyler Hines begins the fade, battle for 3rd tightens up. Mike Christopher Jr. coming to life. Noah Corner had a bit more gap a couple laps ago, about 5 car lengths. That long gone, less than a car length now between those 2 cars up the back straightaway. Corner hangs on to that spot. Christopher there in position number 4. As Stephen Kopsick comes to the line with 11 laps to go. He is a winner already this season, claiming the checkered flag on our opening Friday night back on April 30th. Looking for his 2nd trip to Napa victory lane of the season here tonight. Pressuring
And
For
look out,
third is Christopher.
Michael Christopher just went around the Noah corner machine like it was standing still. So Michael Christopher realizes it's 10 to go. Do or die time for him. Keith Rocco is working over David Arute. And now Rocco slingshots down underneath David Arute. And that is going to put Rocco into the top 5.
They call that move the bottom shot. We have seen it several times over the last couple of laps. First by Christopher, now by Rocco going into turn number 3. That'll move Rocco into the 5th spot. Todd Owen going to try to pull off the bottom shot in turn 3 and will on David Arute, who slides up the racetrack off of turn number 4 for the 6th spot with 8 laps to go. Keeping an eye on the race leader, Steven Kopsick is pulling away from Marcello Refrano. Not by much, 0.7 of a second separate the top 2.
From 17th position, Todd Owen has marched up through this field to the top 6. And I don't think he's done yet. There are 7 circuits remaining. Steven Kopsick, car 21, started in the 8th position. He became, I believe, the 4th different leader of the event as he continues to maintain that margin, which has now gotten bigger, 0.849 over Marcello Refrano setting in 2nd. Michael Christopher is coming. We'll look at the margin there.
1.4 seconds.
Yep. So
actually, over 2 seconds. That was 1.4 seconds between Refrano and Christopher.
So he's coming, but will he have enough time? Leader of the pack coming up on heavy lap traffic.
He has his hands full right now, and it's allowing Refrano to close just a bit in turn number 3 on race leader Steven Kopsick, who will move around that same lap traffic here on the front straightaway of the PJ Peters car number 29, who moves high and out of the racing groove in turn number 2.
There are less than 4 circuits remaining. The Newtown Pools machine. Going to be a nice dip in the pool with a lot of money perhaps on the line. Time will tell the story. 37, and Kopsick still in command.
Leads up the back straightaway. It'll be 2 laps to go this time for Steven Kopsick, looking for his 2nd win of the season. Off of turn number 4 down to the stripe, extends his lead a bit over Marcello Refrano, who hangs on to the 2nd spot. Also looking to extend his point lead for Steven Kopsick in car number 29. Leads the standings coming into tonight by 14 over Todd Owen off turn 4. Closing in on the Kurt Brainerd car. White flag, 1 lap to go for car number 21. Steven Kopsick looking for the win.
The Newtown Pools machine is looking racy for the final time. Steven Kopsick back in winning form here at Stafford. Dives into turn number 3, off turn number 4. Steven Kopsick looking for the title. He'll take down another win here at Stafford. Marcello Refrano to finish in 2nd. Michael Christopher for 3rd. Noah Corner for 4th.
And here is the man of the hour who is going to determine who will get that $5,800. Steven Kopchik. Steve, you have been passing cars all season long. It took you only 22 laps to get to the lead. How did you pull it off?
We've been really damn good all year. We've only had one win. This is the second one. I think we've had a shot to win probably 4 more times and finish second 4 times or third or whatever. But, I'm just proud to be standing here, and I can't thank all my guys enough to make this happen, and all the sponsors, Newtown Pools, Duke, Llewellyn, Airgas, Tony Altieri for the awesome power, Stones Parts Performance, T-Pain for coming out tonight, Silk. Everyone that makes this happen, Doug Dunleavy for putting on such a good event, and my father, NJK Automotive, and just can't thank them guys enough.
Okay, are you ready? I have an envelope here that has 5 chips.
We're hearing a lot of no-no-nos in the background, so Doug Dunleavy, of course, will be down there with them as well, as we'll be heading back down to the winner's circle in just a moment.
Doug, a quick word. What did you think of this race and the performance by Steve Kopchik? Okay, he is going to move from the bucket to the hat. And who is picking?
I said there's 5 chips in my hat. My little daughter Olivia's going to pick the winning car position. Here we go. Olivia, just 1. Pull it out.
What number is it?
Okay.
Tell him.
3. The third place finisher will get the money.
Michael Christopher
Mike
Jr.
Christopher Jr.
Congratulations goes out to Michael Christopher Jr.
So instead of driving to New Hampshire tomorrow, he'll be in a limousine. Let's go to John with our second place finisher.
Okay, a lot of commotion down here in Napa Victory Lane. Our second place finisher, Marcello Ruffrano, man, good run. Hey, they didn't pick your chip, but hey, second place, not bad. 68 looked good early for sure.
I'd like to borrow Michael's horseshoe that stuck up his you-know-what, but stealing all the money from us. Listen, I'm happy to finish second to Steven. Just the way the past month and a half's gone with this car, it's just been up and down. And we bought it to KRR, we put it on the jig, and sure enough, the thing was off a lot. So, it's good to finally get speed back into the car. We're heading in the right direction finally. It sucks. We kind of chased our tail for a month and a half like that. First and foremost, I just got to thank Jeff, Rocco, the whole crew, my brother, my Uncle Joe, my father, just everyone involved with this race team, Tick Mike, Bruno's Garage, Wheeler's Auto Service, Wilson Maturo Motors, Doug Dunleavy, always a big supporter of this division, Green Construction, Northeast Race Cars, Flow Racing, just everyone involved on the 68 team. We're heading in the right direction. Pretty soon, hopefully, the 21's chasing our tail.
No doubt about it. Classy driver right there. Congratulations. Second plate for Marcello Ruffrano. Let's talk to our third place, Rich finisher.
And this driver has a $5,800 smile. Mike Christopher Jr. finishing in third. I think the way you had to blockbuster your way through the field, you have to be pretty happy with being on the podium tonight.
Yeah. The car wasn't as good as it was last year. It's something we have to adjust, but yeah, getting through the field early is real important here at Stafford, just to get to the front and then try and dictate the race or whatever. But P3, can't complain too much. I really wanted 3 in a row, but there's a lot of other races to try and accomplish that at the end of this year. But huge thank you to Mr. Dunleavy for putting this on, and I just found out that we got the bonus, so that's even better. Even when we don't win, we make a lot of money.
Yeah, I guess you have the largest bankroll in Wilkett. Who would you like to thank to get you on the podium tonight?
My whole crew, my dad, Esport Feeds, New England Turf Management, PT Watts, Zingarellas, Moroso, VP Racing, Fenceline Films, BMRS, QA1, FK Rod Ends, Connecticut Trailers, Sean Waddell Communications, everyone that helps us out.
You have one more duty tonight. You have to go to Cumberland Farms and buy my Powerball tickets for tomorrow because you are red hot. Mike Christopher Jr. Let's go back to the tower.
Who, Matt, has won the TickMike.com TickMike.com All-Star Race. He won the Napa SK 5K a couple of weeks ago. and does better than that tonight by picking up the Gambler's Challenge from Doug Dunleavy. It's good to be Mike Christopher Jr. here in 2021.
Certainly is. And of course, now coming up next, and remember, this is all unofficial. The SK Lights are running extra distance.